actual law, I would call people just as mayor. I'd call the number and say, don't come pick up your sign. You know, and so and it kind of stamped it down for a while. Is that, I don't know, Chief, is that something that we can start enforcing where we cite the?
Some of the private, usually been cited by Officer Gavin, and actually they have up here before, so some of them might be already made arrangements with Judge Carlos.
Jack, can we just pull those down? I mean, they're in violation. Can we have, as they go around and like city the graffiti check, pull every bandit sign down? I mean, they're not lawfully posted. If they're in the public right of way or they're on the.
If they're in the public right of way, we could remove them. If they're on private land, we can't go on to their property without a citation, like without having cited them for it.
Right.
So if they're in the right of way, we can remove them, but if they're on private land, we have to cite them.
What about like the electric poles? Because there's a lot that they put them on those electric
Yeah,
poles.
they don't have permission to do that,
Yeah.
the CPS poles.
Is that something we?
So, I mean, that's gonna be CPS enforcement, and we can potentially get some sort of local.
So I'm saying we can call
agreement.
CPS and get an agreement that we can pull down bandit signs from their property, right?
We could do that.
Okay. Okay. All right, so so my understanding is we're gonna have Public Works do a weekly or periodic
Well, they do it,
Perhaps-
they do it every morning.
every morning?
Yeah.
Okay. But we're gonna have a 24 or 48-hour policy to
To
removal?
report it, yeah.
Report or remove, or pick up tires and get them recycled, or,
Well,
you know.
tires, we don't pick up off private property, so, I mean, we did pick up the ones on the MGM property, but I don't know how y'all want us to handle that, because we're really not supposed to.
Can we
go
pick
on-
up inside, or
We're
we
not
have to
supposed to
leave them
go
there
on
to
private
decide?
You have to
property.
leave them there inside it.
Yeah.
If it's
That's
on
a crappy
private
law.
property. I
Next
don't-
legislation, then we
people
should be able to
don't
pick up and
trespass.
inside, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, that
yeah.
technically they could.
Talk to Plants in San Antonio, you send them a notice, you got tires, you
Yeah.
got 15 days to
Now,
move them.
we do need to be more strict with our days, because I believe they get X number of days before they get cited, and then once they get cited, after so many days, that's when we can do an abatement and send them the bill for the abatement.
That's what I was gonna say, that's
So
what
we
city
need
does.
to follow the process for it if we're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
And for those signs and tires, rather than giving them any sort of warning, like we are with grass and things like that, we could just go straight to a citation on those.
Right.
Straight to citation on tires?
Yeah,
Okay.
tires, signs.
Well, I think also it falls under we have a public nuisance. It's in one of the ordinances because it attracts rodents and bugs and all that. It's also health and safety
Mosquitoes,
code.
and,
So we can do it that way too.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'd like to entertain a motion then that we have the city administrator update our standard operating procedures and/or the chief to make sure that we remove graffiti or begin the process of removal within 24 to 40 hours, that we do more than weekly inspections. Hopefully we'll instruct the new officers on that as being a city priority for the moment. That we, again, remove tires in the public right-of-way, bandit signs, and that we enter into, or try to enter into private agreements with some of the more obvious repeat locations so that we can take these actions quickly. Okay.
We should have that motion, Mayor, and I know that he's already got enough to do, but I don't think
Yeah.
that would.
Well, we want to have
No,
a
it's
clean
important.
city.
It's
That
important.
starts with a lot. We got to have a clean
Yeah.
city. Yeah. Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Repeat what you wanted. I
It was a long
understand.
compound.
No, but
Yeah.
what I think, you said 24 hours. I don't think that's enough time.
I said initiate it.
Oh, initiated, okay.
Right, so initiated would be if it's a like TxDOT property, meaning they notify TxDOT 24 to 48, so they have 1 or 2 days.
Okay, I can
Okay.
second that.
Okay, and if it's something we can do, then they can schedule it to go remove it. Okay, so you second?
I second.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. I guess at the next meeting, if we can kind of have what those SOPs, you know, the specifics, that would be great. Agenda item number 4, discuss, consider review of animal control facility maintenance and possible modification of job assignments and responsibilities for such. For me, this was just a, you know, we've been open for what, like 3 months, whatever. Kind of want to update on how are things going? Are we keeping up with our required responsibilities or maintenance? Is there anything that we need to do better or different with regard to that, since it's a new thing that we're doing? So the police are in charge right now, so Chief, I don't know, do you have a?
Well, actually, during the morning, I actually am in charge of cleaning the dogs, as well as sometimes the vet calls me for medication, you know, where I have to actually take them for assessment.
Right.
They keep their like shots and stuff like that for worms. Then I have another officer assigned that comes 1 hour every day, you know, before he goes home. So, because he has a full-time job with TDC, so that's his priority, his job. So
Right.
he just reserved as well as the other officers. So he provides an hour to clean up, and you know, as well as feed the dogs as well. Right now, we only have 2 dogs. There will be they're scheduled for Humane Society on the 19th. So right now, we're not gonna have dogs after the 19th. So like I said, I know we have gotten a couple of complaints regarding some of the dogs, but you know we haven't been able to catch some of the dogs because sometimes we only have 1 officer, and you know we don't have the proper training sometimes, you know, because we have we can't pretty much taste the dogs, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's mainly lack of equipment. So
Lack of equipment.
yeah.
What kind of equipment are we lacking?
Well, big cages where, you know, last time we purchased a cage where, I know Ms. Deborah, you know, had complained and several other people regarding a pit bull, a gray one. You know, we bought a cage, a dog, you know, we bought it, you know, on the store, so the dog was unable to fit on it, you know. So, like I said, we need better equipment for that, so.
Do we have a budget for that type of stuff, or
We do.
is it, that's something we can address? So Valerie, I know, and I don't have it all at the top of my head, but I know we've got some pretty strict requirements from the state on what we do. Are we meeting those, like the amount of times we clean and feed and temperatures and all that kind of stuff that we have to do?
It's all chief, so.
Okay, I mean, are there any issues
You
with
know,
our
and,
compliance, or?
Well, sometimes, you know, I have to, some of the officers actually, we call city manager regarding, you know, getting food and all that stuff, so
Yeah.
sometimes there's a problem because, you know, we don't have, sometimes I have to talk to her, she's busy, and, you know,
Right.
sometimes some of the officers have to pay out of their pockets, and sometimes it's hard for them to get reimbursed. So,
Okay.
like I said, that's maybe been the issue regarding the dogs.
Right.
So,
Okay, but we're keeping pace with our requirements on, as far as cleaning the cages and
no, that's,
temperature and all that, everything is,
everything's normal, it's
Almost
up to
ready,
date.
okay.
The thing is, like I said,
so it sounds like supplies and purchasing might be an area that we need to improve on. Do we have, so you said it's you and one other individual
Right.
in the department that really run the whole thing?
we do it
Yeah.
every day,
We had talked about, at the last meeting, the possibility of making that someone's formal job assignment and maybe compensating them
That's
if
what
they're
I-
a if they're a
that's
non-paid
what I was
officer.
thinking
That way
of.
we get better, you know, because I know it's a dirty job. I wouldn't want to clean dog cages every day, but it has to be done, right? It's part of the service. So would that improve the situation any,
Well,
or would
maybe
that?
I would have a higher civilian animal control who's actually certified just to do that,
Right,
just like other cities do it, you know?
yeah,
Like, I've never seen police department where they're chasing dogs, you know, unless they're bite somebody or, you know,
Right.
it has to be,
Right.
you know, I guess you could say, put in quarantine for 10 days and all that stuff for rabies and stuff.
right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Mayor. I don't believe that police officers should be going around chasing dogs and things like that. one position would do it,
Yeah.
and that would be his responsibility.
Right.
Take care of the,
Now,
we only have 4 kennels.
right. Yeah. Well,
Well, they could be out
yeah,
and giving a ticket or something. They're over here feeding the dog.
right.
See?
It's my understanding that I think Somerset uses their public works, right? They have people that they pay at public works to do animal. Or is that-
That was, I know they did several years ago.
Okay, they don't do that anymore. What do they do now?
But they also, they don't have a certified animal control facility either.
I got you. What's required to be a certified?
There's training you have to go to be a certified animal
Yeah.
control. Like, so a peace officer doesn't have to be certified for animal control because
Okay.
it falls under the peace officer health and safety code and all that.
Right.
If we use a civilian, they have to be certified.
Okay. Is that like a lengthy,
I-
multi-month process, or?
I'm
we
not
don't know?
sure.
We don't know.
Honestly.
It's actually a 40-hour course. It's
40-hour
actually
course?
only Costs like $495. But of course, if you assign them, sometimes it's better for them to send them locally so you don't have to pay a hotel
Yeah.
and additional menus, meals, stuff like
Right.
that.
That's something we could do just by contract? I mean, I don't think, Chief says it's just a few hours a day, right? It's not an 8-hour-a-day job. It's a couple hours, right?
Couple hours.
Hour in the morning, hour, you said there's some morning duties and some
Right.
evening duties. Is that something that,
We could look at it.
that might fit people's, if it's an hour early and an hour afternoon, someone has a regular job, it could be a supplemental job for somebody in the community.
How about a part-time position?
I'd be reluctant to make it an employee. I think we could do it as a contract.
Oh.
Just, a fixed amount per month, they can come in. They have to get certified, maybe we can reimburse them for the certification after so many months of service, but then we have somebody, whether it's $2,000 a month, whatever it is, and they come in and do those 2 hours
the
of duty.
certification process because I know they have to do like on-job training for
Okay.
X number of. I don't know exactly what the time frame is.
Why don't we ask Valerie to look into all of that?
Well, what we need to do is
Yeah.
get the police department away from that.
Well, I agree. To me, it sounds like it's something better. We would contract with
Yeah,
somebody
should be-
to
they
come in
should
and
be
do it,
doing
and
that.
then they're certified, and we would probably have to pay less than to pay an officer, because,
See, they could do it, and
Higher
I'm gonna
skill
say
set.
this, it's, I was sitting
Don't
over
say
there,
it.
and,
Oh, well.
and 2 police officers walked down there in the morning to feed the dogs. Like, that's what they're gonna do. And then another police officer come out of, and went over there too. So why do we want 3 people,
right.
When we could get
yeah.
1.
So to me, it sounds like there are 2 different duties. So one is maintaining the dogs in the facility and all of that, and another one is catching and trapping animals that need to be picked up. So are we talking about both? Like trying to get somebody who can do both, pick up and maintain, or someone who's just going to do the maintenance of the facility, and then the officers do the
We need to do
trapping?
something different.
I just know every time we ask residents, this is one of their top priorities. So we
Yeah,
need to
no,
make sure
for
we get it
sure.
done right. And you're right, there's still animals here on Benton City. Benton City seems to collect a lot, or that's the ones I see. And you pick them up, and then there's another one. You pick them up, it's like a
Now,
persistent.
I also have a problem regarding the animals because there's a lot of people that they already found out that we have an animal control facility.
Mm-hmm.
They bring the dogs, but they don't even live here. They live,
Oh, okay.
you
Well, they bring them here to
outside the
like to
city.
turn them in, or to?
Right, they just wanna turn them in and, they wanna surrender the dogs. I said,
Okay.
well, I pretty much asked them where they live, and they live usually outside of the city limits.
Yeah, we don't take owner surrender.
Okay, we don't do
No.
surrender. Okay, good. I was about to say we don't do.
No, we don't do that.
Would it be worth doing it for a fee?
No, the vet
Doesn't allow
is
it.
actually like, don't do that.
Okay, that's
um,
bad practice.
Yes.
Okay. I would say is maybe we task Valerie to put together so we can see what that would cost, where it fits in the budget, what those job duties would be, so
Yeah.
what kind of person, and then we could come in and vote on it, make sure we've got the funds
Sure.
and
I
all of
agree.
that, and then maybe get somebody that's more effective and cost effective to get that done. So I'll entertain a motion then to task Valerie with that and bringing a proposal back at the next
I
meeting.
will make that motion, Mayor.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say no. Ayes have it. Motion carries. Agenda item number 5, discuss, consider, and take possible action to approve the 2026 transfer agreement between the San Antonio Humane Society and the City of Von Ormy.
So currently, we are working with the vet in Somerset. They do not euthanize dogs. Once we've held them the 72 hours or so that they're officially surrendered, they do not euthanize them unless there's something wrong with the animal. It's aggressive to the cage. It's not adoptable. If it's adoptable, they have been setting it up with the Humane Society. So right now we're going to the Humane Society through Dr. Green in Somerset. This would give us a direct connection to the Humane Society. It's something the city did a couple years ago.
So
So it's how we get rid of the dogs.
right,
So
the adoptable dogs.
correct. So right now we're holding dogs for not 72 hours. We're holding them for. We had one for like 5 weeks just to get a spot. Yeah. So our ability to pick up dogs is hampered by our ability to get them somewhere else.
Correct.
So
Okay.
the more rescues we can work with, the more we can
Right.
turn them over.
Right, so this isn't, do we have agreements with any other groups? I don't know, with God's Dogs or any other group?
God's Dog was not interested with us.
Okay.
Um,
Are these the only, I'm sure they're the biggest one in town, or?
they are the biggest one. So far, I don't know how many we've sent, like 12 dogs over there so far. Something like that, 12,
Yeah.
12, 15 dogs.
Okay.
So this is what Dr. Green recommended.
Okay.
They're the ones that put us in contact with them.
Is there any cost associated with it?
I don't think so. I mean, with the vet, yeah, each animal, it costs us $100 to have them processed through the vet. The vet makes the recommendation to the Humane Society. I haven't had to pay anything to the Humane Society.
Okay. Well, Dr. Green's our
Now,
advisor, and she's recommending.
when we do go to God's Dogs, I do have to pay them $200 per animal when we do go to God's Dogs.
Okay.
This agreement has like $45 a dog or $65 per
Okay.
transfer.
Okay,
Okay, okay.
which is less than 100.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any other discussion?
No.
I mean, like I said, Dr. Green's our advisor, so if she's recommending it, I think it sounds something we should do. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2026 transfer agreement between the Humane Society and the city.
I approve that motion there.
I second.
Motion and second, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye, ayes have it, motion carries. Item 6, discuss, consider, take possible action regarding a proposal to establish a senior exercise program. I don't know if Jackie or are y'all guys ready to discuss this? Oh. Yeah.
I know I'm a senior, but.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jackie, you made
So am I.
the request, or were you, did you have? Okay.
It
You-
was just,
Just an offer, nothing
Yeah.
specific, okay.
it
Well,
was-
we have community members that said they would like to have a senior exercise program.
I wouldn't mind
They
that.
can do it at the city, we have facilities.
right.
I have no, well, again, my bad, I assumed that there was an offer, but if not, we can certainly either put out for bids or look around and figure out what we might be able to offer. You're talking like, is it a Taibo or
No.
Tai Chi or
No. I think we're talking about,
planks?
oh, exercising in chairs.
Okay. Okay.
Chair yoga.
That raises an interesting question because we had, I know we've had facilities that like the Blue Santa Vet was great. I mean, we have that bay area that can be used for activities. Do we have any funds for programming?
Well, the thing is, with the tax note series, we're restricted on what we can do until we pay it off.
Okay,
So we'd have to look at that.
okay,
It's in the tax the contract for the bonds to be tax free limits what we can do with the building until the bonds are paid off.
which is like next year, right?
27.
27.
Yeah. So we'd have to look at that.
Yeah.
But other than that, like
We could do it
we
at
could
the
look
park.
into it.
We could do it in the park, yeah. Is there anything in the budget now for programming that might fit into?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, then again,
It's a good idea.
no, it's a great
Yeah, we
idea.
can look into
Again, I
it.
think we need to task the city administrator to look at the budget, see what we could do, and maybe get a few ideas of like what would an instructor cost so we could pay the person to come in and hold the,
I think we were looking at possibly, not paying somebody. I think we were looking at possibly not trying to cost the city extra money. I
Right.
think we just wanted to gather as a community and send it out to see if anybody wanted to come.
Sure.
And, you know,
Yeah.
talk about, there's so much stuff that's on the internet, there's so much
Yeah.
stuff on, you know,
Right.
different
Yeah.
things that it wouldn't cost the city. I mean, that's
Sure.
not what we're looking at right now. I mean, we were just wanting to gather and try to
Okay.
get healthy.
Certainly. Well, obviously, the park can be used in daylight hours by
Actually, the
anybody.
park would not
or
be
reserve.
good.
Yeah.
I would recommend a building.
Right.
What's wrong with this building?
No, we could. What I'm saying is,
Oh, no,
also, as a resident, you can
They
reserve
They can
You
use,
can't
yeah.
use it.
the
They-
facilities. We just go to the city and say, we want to reserve it on the, every Wednesday at this
Oh.
time, at this time.
Yeah, they
But
already-
but I think we should still look into it, because I know, like at the Somerset Community Center, even the commissioner was coming to us about CDBG. She said if we wanted programming.
You know what, that lady in Somerset used to do
Zumba.
Zumba for
Zumba.
free. Jackie used to do
Yeah.
Zumba for free.
So I'm saying we could look out, or even just give them a little one-time,
And me just saying, Zumba is kind of hard
sure,
Like,
for,
just example.
for seniors
right.
that are, maybe have something wrong with their body or
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's hard. I've done it,
Um,
and it's hard for me to do.
Let me check with
I'm just
ACOG.
saying,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Right. No, you're right, but it raises the broader issue of programming in general.
Okay.
Like maybe we have something Zumba for
I know.
people with better knees, and then we have
That's true.
something
That's true.
A-
That's
for-
true.
for-
Different
Like
things.
ACOG and like Methodist Health had some kind of like mobility kind of stuff, like the chair stuff they're talking about.
Yeah.
They did have something like that.
Okay. And then we just gotta look at insurance issues, if we're gonna be doing that, making
I'll
sure we're
have to check
good,
with that too.
or that people have got the right liability waivers
We
and
make them
stuff.
sign liability waivers if they preserve the building.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they did previously. They have a standing rental
Yeah.
they filled out before. So
Right. And certainly you could do that, but I think we could also use our existing staff to maybe try to schedule a few things, and it's, we don't want to go crazy at first, but we can get it started, give us some options. So again, I'll entertain a motion then to ask Valerie maybe put together some proposals to get us a low cost, some programming, and to see if there are any other either programs or partners that we can work with to get these things, to get specifically a senior,
Then we can bring
but
it-
also perhaps for others.
then we can bring it back when we
Yeah.
have something set.
Yeah,
I think I think it requires a certified person to do that. Somebody gets hurt,
just let me
we're
research
hurt
it.
none.
yeah, well, yeah, that's where we're asking
We
her,
have to have
because there
insurance.
So
there
what
may
do
be
we,
programs with, like you said, a Methodist hospital or
Yeah.
something, where they will
okay,
provide the
why don't
person.
we table this until next meeting?
Well, let me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking, the motion is just to have her
Yeah.
look into it and bring back a proposal next time.
We don't have money to get sued, okay?
No, well, it's just a proposal. That's going to include liability insurance, whether we have to pay the person, so.
The proposal is to study it.
Just to study, just look into it, and then we
No,
can come and look at our
I'd rather-
options.
I'd rather pay for a police officer than exercise.
I don't know if you want the officers to grill us
Huh?
through jumping jacks and.
No, I'd rather have another officer instead of paying an exercise
Oh,
instructor.
I think we could do it pretty low cost.
Huh?
And I bet we can get, or if there is a cost associated, I bet we can get the community to
We
donate it.
We don't want a lawsuit.
Right.
Okay, that's my saying, huh?
Right, well, we're gonna have Jacob look at it. Again, there is some structure we would have to do.
Right.
Waivers of liability, make sure we're covered under our current insurance. Those are the kind of the hidden costs we want to make sure we don't incur. But every city does it, so I think there's a way to do it that's low cost, that doesn't,
We want to
We'll
be
study the
covered.
proposal and
Yeah.
see what we come up with.
okay, yeah. Okay, so we have a motion to do a study.
Yeah.
Do we have
I
a
second that.
Second, all right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Ayes have it. Motion carries. Number 7, discuss, consider progress on implementing the recommendation of Garza Gonzalez and Associates LLC during the fiscal year 23-24 audits.
Lynette,
Annette, you have the floor. So, Fred, remember the auditor recommended a few things that we do better, and we're going to see what's the progress on those.
So we are up to date on everything. We have switched a lot of things around. The way that the biggest problem, of course, was the court, with the court stuff not filing back and over. So now Jennifer is printing out reports, and we are tying it back to the deal as recommended. We have revamped, I would say, it's a good word, revamped the chart of accounts and stuff to reflect the liabilities and stuff the way that the auditors wanted to see it as well. So everything's coming into fruition the way it needs to.
What about the employment tax issues in the past?
Employment employment checks, that's something I think we're gonna address in a little bit on that.
Yeah, it's an executive session.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another line,
Okay.
item, but I went back to 2015. I may need to go back a little bit farther, but I'll give you an update on that if we wanna wait for that line item.
Okay. And wasn't there a backlog as far as reporting citation traffic or court citations with
Yes. yes.
Omnibus or
We
Omni?
have been working with, well, we haven't got with Omni yet, but for the last week and a half, I'd say 7 days, Valerie and I have been back and forth with Weinberger.
Okay.
And as, they're still having a little bit of issues as of this morning, but now we have all the warrants and stuff online, and so we should start seeing some funds come in from there. Is that what you were asking?
No, you said we had what online? Payment?
With Weinberger, with our outstanding,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And we are planning to, or putting the cases on Omni at some point?
Yeah, we started that process.
We started it,
yeah.
I had emailed them over there and
Yeah.
to get that started with them.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll get that done, but we've been trying to get Linebarger set up, because I
Right.
really need them going before we can do that with
Right.
locking up the driver's license with Omni.
Right, right. Yeah, if you don't, Omni's the system where if you try to renew your license and you have an outstanding ticket, you're blocked, so then they come in and pay or work it out and, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the email is there, I have not heard back from Denali yet,
Okay.
but like I said, we've been working on the warrant.
Okay. Any other questions on that? Thank you for your work on that, and we'll bring it back in a few months just to get another update. Appreciate it, thank you. Okay, agenda item number 8, discuss, consider and take possible action to engage Garza Gonzalez and Associates for the fiscal 2025 audit.
They had not sent a proposal over yet or a letter of engagement, but we're just about ready to do the 2025 audit. So
They haven't sent one yet?
as of today, I hadn't got the letter of engagement. Have not you either?
We won't get a letter of engagement until we actually go through the approval here. Once
Okay.
that we approve here, then I can let Eli know, and then they will do the letter of engagement.
Okay, so we'll bring it back when that happens, or?
No, we have to approve it. before.
So
Yeah, yeah.
do y'all want to use them again? Like what do y'all want us to do?
I would suggest that we do, because they already know where we're at.
So
I would, because they identified some issues in the past, we were catching up.
yeah.
I'd like for them to be the ones that come and say, assert that we've actually corrected everything that they found.
Yeah.
Unless it's, double or, unless it's ridiculously higher than it was in the past. So
Yeah,
if it's within the same ball range, I think I would prefer them to,
it's like $25,000 to $28,000,
Yeah,
which is what an audit costs.
Yeah.
So
very expensive.
that'd be my inclination, is to use them again, to make sure we fix everything. Okay,
Okay, we discussed
we'll
that.
table
I
that.
make the motion that we use Garza Gonzalez and Associates to do our 25 audit.
Jacob, do we need to actually have that? I mean, we don't have the engagement letter, so we need to,
We can approve using them and pending their letter of engagement.
okay.
Okay,
Okay. All right, so I have a motion to utilize Garza Gonzalez and Associates pending their letter of engagement. We have a motion, do we have a second?
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
all right.
All right, motion carries. Agenda item number 9, discuss, consider, and take possible action regarding the development of Ultimate Diesel and Auto Repair LLC and all matters related thereto.
so I put this on here just because we had our last meeting, y'all approved the PPD, and then I've heard nothing from them. So
You thought they
it's
might
just to let
appear.
y'all know.
Okay.
This is for me to let y'all know. Like I haven't heard anything from Frank since then.
Did we approve them?
y'all
at the
condition-
zoning commission?
Y'all both approved it. Y'all did give it final approval, but it was pending a few things that they needed to meet the RD2 requirements, and then y'all gave Brandon and myself administrative permission to approve it. So I haven't gotten anything else from Frank. So is there a time frame on it?
So remind me one more time, when we approved it with those conditions, was that at the final city commission level?
Yes.
Okay, so then, they know what to do whenever they come to start getting permits. You're gonna be able to say, sorry, I can't issue these until you show me you fixed it.
Okay, and then the PPD is an ordinance,
I think so.
It is.
so that was my other question. So that needs to come from you
Jane.
before we issue building permits, but not until they submit their final documents.
Correct.
Okay. I'll follow up with Frank again, but
All right, so there's no action needed?
no.
Okay. All right, next agenda items are an executive session, items 10, 11, and 12. The Board of Commissioners reserves the right to meet in executive session pursuant to the provisions of the Texas Open Meetings Act, including but without limitation, sections 551.071, 551.072, and 551.078 of the executive session. Agenda item 10 is discussion and presentation from developer regarding housing authority opportunity for the city of Von Ormy. Agenda item 11 is consultation with attorney regarding residual IRS debt owed from incorrect 941 and 940 payroll filings for the years from 2015 to 2023. And agenda item 12, discussion on performance evaluations for the city administrator and chief of police. It is now 7:32 PM and we'll go into executive session. Do we need to clear the room?
I don't think we're all gonna fit in there, so,
Yes.
yes.
Sorry, everybody, we need you to step outside for the executive session. We'll start, but except for I guess we'll start with the housing authority issue, so.
Yeah.
Stop.